Did you know that Pitbull is a type of dog? Not one specific breed, but rather a classification of several breeds. But the American Pitbull Terrier is actually a breed. Pitbulls include the American Staffordshire Terrier, the American Bulldog, and the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. All of these breeds were originally bred to fight in the pits in England. Pit bulls were created by crossbreeding bulldogs and terriers to produce a dog that combined the strength of the bulldog with the gameness and agility of a terrier. At first, pit bulls were bred for a brutal lifestyle in Great Britain. In the United Kingdom, these dogs were used in blood sports such as bull baiting and bear baiting. Blood sports like bull and bear baiting were popular in England as early as the 1200s. Dogs would enter pits and fight the giant animal for entertainment, hence the name. When baiting became illegal in England in the 1800s, pit bulls were turned on each other and illegal dogfighting became prevalent. Britain began to introduce animal welfare laws, so in 1835, these types of fights were made illegal. But since dogfights were easier and cost less to organize and were much easier to hide from the law than bull or bear baits, people turned to fighting their dogs against each other instead. Dogfighting was used for gambling and a way to continue to test the quality of their breeding. And for many years afterwards, dogfighting took place secretly in small areas of Britain and America. But in the early 20th centuries, pit bulls were used as catch dogs in America for semi-wild cattle and hogs, to hunt and drive livestock, and as family companions. An American Pit Bull Terrier usually weighs around 30 to 65 pounds and can measure 17 to 21 inches in height. They are medium-sized dogs with a strong build, and they are known for their intelligence. Their average age is between 8 to 15 years. The average litter size range between 5 to 10 puppies, with 7 being the average. And as puppies, pit bulls have wrinkly foreheads, which make them look like little old men. Their short fur is pretty easy to take care of. Brushing every 3 to 4 days is recommended. You can use a bristle brush, but many owners use a chamois cloth to go over the fur, and that can create a nice shiny coat. And although pit bulls are usually healthy dogs, some medical conditions they get are hip dysplasia. That's when the hip socket and joints slip out of place. They can also get cataracts, a hereditary disease of the eye, as well as heart disease. Allergies are the most common issue that owners need to deal with. Pit bulls often get a reaction due to contact allergies. This means that they will get triggered by something that the dog touches. This is usually from different types of grasses. Another issue are things that can be inhaled, such as pollen or dust. They can also be prone to having bad reactions to flea bites. One allergic element that can be prevented is reaction to certain foods. The most common culprits are rice, wheat, corn, and beef. So chicken and fish should be used instead of beef or broccoli, and potatoes can be vegetable substitutions for corn, and pasta should be used instead of rice. Pit bulls are pretty active, so to keep them healthy, you should give them daily walks lasting about a half an hour to 1 hour. They're also very athletic. A pit bull will definitely make sure that you get your daily exercise. Pit bulls also tend to excel at dog sports like agility. They also happen to be fantastic climbers. Pit bulls have been known to climb walls over 12 feet tall. Their incredible strength and agility allows them to scale walls other dogs wouldn't even think about. There are many features about pit bulls that make them an excellent choice for a family pet. Pit bulls are protective and strong, and because they are so very smart, it makes them easy to train. Pit bulls truly love their owners and make great service and therapy dogs. This means that they can be specially trained to make people who are mentally ill feel much better. And when they are visiting a senior care facility or helping someone recover from an emotional accident, pit bulls are making a mark as outstanding therapy dogs. Pit bulls are used in search and rescue work as well. One example of a well-known search and rescue pit bull is Chris Crawford and her dogs. Chris and her dogs have helped save lives of many people. Pit bulls can also be used as a narcotic and bomb-sniffing dog. One pit bull named Popsicle, named that because he was found in an old freezer, has the largest recorded single drug find in Texas history. Pit bulls have the strongest work ethic of any dog breed, which most likely comes from their determination to please their loved ones. They do great in action and can work under severe conditions and extreme stress, risking their lives to save ours. There's no doubt these dogs are truly man's best friend. And did you know that pit bulls are great with kids? They used to be called the nanny's dog. Pit bulls are a loyal, people-oriented breed that do great as part of a family. They are affectionate with both adults and children, but all children should be taught how to interact with animals and should be supervised when playing with any animal. Pit bulls are not aggressive towards humans. In fact, quite the opposite is true of the breed. They are gentle and loving dogs. A pit bull will do almost anything his favorite people ask of him just to hear them praise him. Pit bulls crave our attention and approval and are very social with humans, and because of this, it has led heavily to the bad reputation of pit bulls because people will use pit bulls' willingness to please to train the dog to do bad things. And pit bulls are hilarious. Just like people, all dogs are distinct individuals, but pit bulls are usually bursting with personality. They love to make us laugh by playing around, and they are fun and playful even as they get older. And did you know that pit bulls smile? So if you're having a bad day, just look at your pit bull's huge smile and their tongue hanging out of their mouth, and they'll make sure to make you start feeling better and start smiling too. Pit bulls were so popular in the early 1900s, they were our mascot for both world wars. They were shown on recruiting and other posters during this time. Sergeant Stubby is a pit bull war hero. Stubby was wounded in action 2 times. He saved his entire platoon by warning them of a poison gas tank, and he alone captured a German spy. And did you know that Pete the Pup on the original Little Rascals was a pit bull? Here's another fact. Pit bulls score an 83.4% passing rate with the American Temperament Test Society. That's better than the popular Border Collie. That breed scored 79.6%. There are about 3 million pit bulls in the United States. Pit bulls have become one of the most well-known dogs in the U.S. They account for about 5 to 10% of the overall dog population. But sadly, pit bulls also make up to about 30 to 50% of the dog shelter population, but are only the 3rd most popular dogs to be adopted. The largest pit bull in the world is a 174-pound pit bull named Hulk. He's the largest pit in the world. Hulk shares his home in New Hampshire with owners Marlon and Lisa Grennan. Hulk has been trained by his owners as a protection dog, but Hulk is a gentle giant and playmate to the Grennan son Jordan. Hulk is even a loving father to his litter of 8 puppies. Many famous Americans have had pit bulls of their own. Helen Keller's pit bull Stubby was one of her closest companions. Stubby helped her live life as a deaf and blind woman. Thomas Edison, President Woodrow Wilson, and President Theodore Roosevelt all also owned pit bulls. So now you know the American Pit Bull Terrier may have a bad reputation sometimes, but hopefully you learned that under all that muscle, there is truly a heart of gold. If you'd like to learn more about pit bulls, there are many websites and resources online that you can study and research for yourself. As well, also try to find local rescue centers and go inside and meet some pit bulls for yourself and ask some of the staff some questions that you'd like to know more about this amazing dog breed. Remember, pit bulls are not only very beautiful dogs, but they are also awesome dogs to care for you and love you. We really hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot about pit bulls today. If you did, make sure you click that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to us already. And we look forward to seeing you on the next Hey, Guess What? See you next time!